doing shit. I don't like that. And that's the mentality around here. Remember when, I got a line in the song Purgatory, remember when will be the starting norm. The starting norm to every conversation, which it kind of is around here, and it sucks.
Wisconsin's pretty hard to get shows. I mean, unless you're a cover band, you really have no luck.
The only time I just kind of wanted to just stop doing this altogether was last summer. I was just going through a lot of stuff and worrying about finding gigs for us, and we didn't have a place to practice at the time, and things were just like really weighing down on me, and I just kept thinking each day, you know, I don't want to do it, but it'll be a lot easier if I maybe just stop. And then one day it just came to me.
We had a meeting, he's like, hey, I gotta get together, we gotta talk, whatever. We're all waiting at Derek's old apartment, and Zach comes in and he's got this big ass like envelope of stuff, and it's like, oh, what is that about? And then he's like, you guys want to go to LA?
So I called it Operation Invasion. Pretty much what we're doing is we're loading up a trailer and we're driving out there, and we're going to play on that trailer in front of the Whiskey Go-Go until we get shut down. It's pretty much a way to get our name out there. It's, as a lot of local bands know that are on the show, it's kind of hard to get your name out there, and especially get gigs even in this area.
Yeah, definitely.
I was just trying to think of something that was different, something that no one's ever done.
I was pretty nervous. I thought it was
I was just worried then too. I mean, I had a notebook full of numbers, I had maps drawn, everything, just trying to lay this out, and I was scared that they weren't going to go for it, and then I'd be back at square one like, shit, what do I do with this band now if I can do anything? You know, I don't want to be looking for shows again, sitting on my ass, just, you know, not getting anywhere, just being stuck in the same spots.
We're just like, yeah.
I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm in. Gotta get arrested at some point in my life, might as well make it LA.
I actually thought it sounded like a really good idea. I don't know.
You know, everything was very calculated. This is where we're going to park. This is where we can play. This is how we can drive up there. And after watching that, it was like, he's fucking serious.
I thought it was just talk at first, you know, and then all of a sudden they have a trailer and generators, so it's like, oh, they're actually going through with that.
Me and Dave thought it'd be a good idea to make assignments and show us your tits. And there was one girl actually did.
Basically, we were planning on, from day one, making it from Manitowoc all the way to Colorado Springs. And you know, we thought 18 hours of driving. We thought, oh, that's nothing. We'll just take shifts and we'll go. And after like 10 hours, you're like, when are we going to stop? So finally we got to Omaha.
Whatever, we're gonna be out of this state tomorrow, so.
It was kind of just an unexpected stop, and we hit it and got there and said, okay, let's have fun, you know. And then, you know, the plan all along was, okay, we're gonna go to this place, we're gonna get up at 7 in the morning and keep driving. Well, of course, you're until 4 in the morning drinking. We're all getting up at 9 o'clock trying to figure out, you know, where the car is, where we're going next. Colorado Springs was another fun night. We got there, and of course the plan was, again, let's go to bed at midnight. You know, we'll wake up at 7 in the morning, we'll leave early.
I've been saving this for 5.5 years for a special occasion. I think there is no more special occasion than us going out to LA, doing what we're gonna fucking do, playing what we play, and doing it our way. Come out here, love your sister, spend some good times, and
Great hospitality.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Cheers. Good luck.
Good fucking time.
Good luck in LA.
Because you get that point where you're so drunk you're waxing philosophical, and that's really what it turned into. Like, everybody's talking about their dreams. We sounded like a bunch of teenage girls loaded up with alcohol.
You know what? You know where they make your dick? It's like that Play-Doh factory where you cut down when it comes in like threes.
Look, we're the Wilson sisters.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey! By the way, that's Jump by Van Halen. We're now leaving Colorado Springs way too fucking early. Dear Vegas, don't be so far away next time.
Yeah. We just halfway. The biggest thing for me was was driving into Vegas. You know, we got there at 9 o'clock at night. Met some random girl as soon as we got there. Like, you get to Vegas and you think, okay, we're just gonna have a little key night, and really people just come up to you and like throw you into parties.
Vegas was fun. Not too much footage of Vegas, huh?
No.
No.
It was a lot of fun, but there was certain times at night where you're like, we're gonna end up in jail and not go through this.
And then we left Vegas. We hit LA, driving through rush hour with, 20-foot trailer attached to the car.
We're all on edge like the whole way there.
We set up, and we had no clue how we're gonna really pull this off. So we just got a lot of straps and just nailed everything down.
Me and my friend Scott were, mounting down a lot of the gear on the trailer, and we're just thinking to ourselves, okay, well, if something bad happens, realistically, we're just standing on the side of the road.
No one was really saying anything once we hit LA. I think then it really hit everybody.
At one point, Tyler was sitting by the side of the U-Haul with Derek and Dave, and they all looked like they were gonna puke.
The four of us were just sitting around, and I've never seen any of these guys really nervous.
I was nervous as hell.
It was just 10 months of planning. It was like right there in that moment. 10 months of sending out emails and sending out letters and making phone calls, staying up till 3, 4 in the morning, trying to research this and make sure I got it done right.
Man, is this really gonna work? Are the cops gonna show up and shut it down? Was this whole drive for 3 minutes of nothing?
And we were just sitting there trying to make ourselves get up and get on the trailer and drive over there.
We all just at the same time just said, let's just do this. Let's go.
And they got on the trailer. We walked ahead of them, and we thought, okay, they'll be here in about 10 minutes.
We hop in the car, drive out of the parking lot. Got Dave and Derek sitting on the trailer, hoping I don't bounce them off of it or any of the instruments. Roll up to the whiskey.
Sure enough, you look down the road, and here comes your friends pulling up on a trailer, and you're like, here we go. No turning back now. I'm going, holy shit, they're really doing this. Like, it was pretty insane.
And fire it all up. Our whole thing was, no matter what song we're playing, start doing Breaking the Law once we see the cops.
Completely wasted, out of working down. All inside is so frustrated, I drift from town to town. Still as though nobody cares if I live or die. So I might as well begin to put some action in my life. Breaking the law, breaking the law. 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 For a golden future, I can't even start. I've had every promise broken and every my heart. You don't know what it's like. You don't have a clue. If this is just mind your ass, do the same thing too. Breaking the law, 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 breaking the law. breaking the law, 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 breaking the law. Thank you, Los Angeles. How you guys doing, all right?
That was just a huge moment. That was so, again, months and months of planning, and you're actually in the moment, and you're witnessing it happen, and it comes off. And
I kind of passed the camera off to one of the other guys who was there, and I was just talking to this cop, and he had his cell phone up, and he was texting somebody, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're getting in some kind of trouble here. He's texting, and then I thought to myself, what cop texts for backup, So we're looking through this, and all of a sudden I look at the cop, and I'm like, who are you texting? He's like, my wife. I'm like, what are you texting? He's like, oh, I'm taking pictures and showing them to people. And I'm thinking to myself, a cop is taking pictures. This is kind of cool. So I'm like, has this ever happened before? And he was like, never. He's like, we've had bands play in the street, but obviously they had a permit. We shut a road down. He's like, never once has a band pulled up on a trailer and played in front of, the whiskey and played on Sunset Strip.
Kind of surprised that we actually went through with it. There's a lot of hot chicks in LA, so. As you can tell by the footage, because they kind of zoomed in on two of them in a car, and then I think it was Jake took the camera and kind of like.
Maybe we should have had somebody else filming. Finally, after a half hour, they were like, okay, we have to get you guys moving now. But when there's like 10 cops parked around, blocking off a lane to give them more room to play and not shutting them down, that was about the coolest feeling ever. Like, even LA digs us, and I'm sure there's probably, in hindsight, there was probably way more important stuff. Like, they weren't worried about a band when there's people getting shot and drug deals and whatever else going on in such a big metropolitan area. But that was about the coolest feeling in the world, that the cops loved your friends so much that they were going to let them keep playing. Like, that made it all worth it. Like, obviously it wasn't falling on deaf ears. So the trip was all worth it.
Once we did it, I thought it was the best idea in the world because it was just over with. And everybody liked it. It went over really well, and it was just a lot of fun.
I don't know, I guess this is more or less, like, my biggest thing would be, like, this is, like, one of those stories of, like, if you tell somebody you're going to do something and you really want to do it, you can, like, these guys really got it done. Like, it wasn't just a, hey, we're going to go to LA and we're going to play a show and the cops are going to show up and we're going to, make a name and we're going to keep playing no matter what. Like, a lot of people say that and you just think, whatever. Like, they really did it and, watched the whole thing happen, and it was absolutely a blast. I was glad I got to go along. I was glad I got to be a part of it. It was absolutely phenomenal.